Field for the Breeders' Cup Classic, sent on their way to a perfect beginning. Any Given Saturday, rider's foot nearly came out the irons at the break, but he broke beautifully. Now he has Hard Spun. Hard Spun going up to take over. Lawyer On right there at the rail. Any Given Saturday between them. Now the grey Diamond Stripes runs up on the outside, and George Washington going to take back into fifth. Street Sense very smartly has taken back now 9 lengths off the leaders, and Curlin, Street Sense, they race alongside of one another. Awesome Gem second last, and Tiago is quite content to give them 15 lengths start early. Into the turn they go in the Classic, and Hard Spun has ensured a good pace. Lawyer On is right there down at the rail, and Diamond Stripes is in third. Any Given Saturday in fourth. He's being nudged at a little as Any Given Saturday. He's 5 off the leader. George Washington already the rider earning his money as he's having to ride George Washington from fifth. Then we come back to Curlin. Street Sense just waiting patiently down at the rail, and Street Sense 11 off the lead but running nicely. A gap of 6 to Awesome Gem and Tiago. A half mile to go in the Breeders' Cup Classic, and Hard Spun goes on. Hard Spun by 2 to Lawyer On. Any Given Saturday, Diamond Stripes is gone, as is George Washington. Curlin and Street Sense are making their runs now. Curlin fourth, Street Sense down at the rail, and Street Sense is threatening to run a big one. Street Sense and Curlin, they got to get to Hard Spun. Lawyer On did not go on. Any Given Saturday was never really happy today. A 3-horse race as they turn for home in the big one. Hard Spun, but Curlin is breathing down his neck. Street Sense literally scraping the paint, but Curlin strikes the front, and Curlin is powerhousing home. Hard Spun, Street Sense did not go on, and it's all Curlin in the race of the year. For Horse of the Year, it's Curlin in an absolutely stylish performance. Curlin and Robbie Alvarado win it easy to Hard Spun. Awesome Jen ran on late for third, then Street Sense, Tiago, Any Given Saturday, Lawyer On, and Diamond Stripes was last.
And Curlin silences his critics with a brilliant performance in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Here to accept the trophy, Pat Cunningham of the Midnight Cry Stables, and of course to hand out the trophy, the Breeders' Cup Classic powered by Dodge, Michael Iacovetti of Dodge and Bill Farish of the Breeders' Cup.
Well, thanks very much, Lafitte. Just an incredibly exciting outcome for this race. Curlin, who has done it all this year, first start early in the year, and this ownership team put together by John Moynihan bought him, and first the Preakness, then the Jockey Club Gold Cup, and now the Breeders' Cup Classic powered by Dodge. Congratulations.
Michael, we know that thing's getting heavy.
It is. You know, the Dodge brand is all about power, performance, and grabbing life. Today, Curlin put on a great performance and did it by demonstrating, like all Dodge vehicles, superior horsepower. So I'm very proud on behalf of Dodge and our 2,500 Dodge dealers to present this trophy to Curlin and his connections. Thank you.
So much.
How does it feel to be the owner of a Breeders' Cup Classic champion?
Oh, it's so unbelievable. It is just unbelievable. It's undescribable. So many talented horses, a deep field, and Curlin showed who was number one. And that's due to Steve Asmussen and the team that trained Curlin, Scott Blasey, and it's due to the people who helped Curlin even get to the track, the Kenny McPeaks, the Gail Garrisons, and also the Helen Pitts. So it was a team effort, and today he culminates with this victory. Thank you.
George Bolton, an Arkansas Derby champion, a Preakness, a Jockey Club Gold Cup, Breeders' Cup Classic. How does this sound to it? Curlin, 2007 Horse of the Year.
We were laughing earlier. We're going to have to probably put a new wing on our home for Curlin's trophies. It's an honor. We never bought Curlin thinking that he'd do anything like this in his first year racing, and the team has had a great time. Pat said it so well. There are so many people who've helped get Curlin to this spot, and Steve really, after the Derby, has been pointing for this race and has said that publicly, and to have this horse beat as good a field as I've ever seen in this race is a real triumph to him, and he's an amazing horse in a very short career.
Any plans for him next year?
We haven't discussed that. Obviously, we all agree to let Steve make a lot of those calls, and we will sit down and enjoy this victory for a while and let Curlin get a well-deserved rest and go from there.
Congratulations once again. All about Curlin in the 24th Breeders' Cup Classic. Horse of the Year. Joe, back to you.